Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? This is Sakusa here, and today I'm bringing you another Titanfall commentary. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the history of DLCs and how they changed over the years to what we have nowadays. I bet most of you didn't know that the first DLCs were already created and distributed for the Atari 2600 via their service called GameLine, which allowed users to download full games through their telephone lines. The content was consisting of user-created mods and maps, which were the earliest form of digital distribution in video games history. Sega had a quite similar way with their service called Sega Channel, which allowed customers to download games to their Sega Genesis through a cable. On consoles, the Dreamcast had a support for DLC, but with a limited size resulting from the small memory card sizes. At that time it was considered a breakthrough. Microsoft was the second company on consoles to start using DLC with titles like Splinter Cell or Halo 2, offering downloadable bonus content via their Xbox Live service. And in contrast to nowadays, most of that content was for free. Yes, you heard right. With the Xbox 360, Microsoft created a whole section devoted to downloadable content with its Xbox Live Marketplace, and they even removed the need to use a credit card by introducing their very own currency, the Microsoft Points. Later on, Nintendo and Sony did the same with their own Wii Points and PlayStation Network cards. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the worst and also the best DLCs ever published. One of the first paid DLCs that became notorious was the Horse Armor DLC for The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, released back in 2006 for 200 Microsoft points. Before that, your horses would be naked. Naked, I tell you! Insane if you ask me. Or the normal thing if you believe everyone else. You can't talk about the negative side of video games without mentioning EA at least once. And DLCs are no different. In 2007, EA offered the previously included tutorial videos for its football game NFL 07 separately for money. And they haven't changed when you look at the shortcut bundles for each soldier class in Battlefield 3 and 4, unlocking every single gadget and gun for only $15 each. What a bargain. And even for Battlefield 4, they recently added an offer for the almost useless golden battle packs, with players being able to buy 4 gold packs for 12 euros. Yeah, you heard right. For that money you get some random cameo and weapon attachments, maybe even for a gun you didn't even use at all. Great. Another great opportunity to waste a lot of money on bullshit was and still is the option to purchase clothes and other outfit for your Xbox Live and PlayStation avatars. Wait, what? Are you telling me you have the official Mass Effect N7 armor on your live avatar? Wow! Now the world knows that you are wildly irresponsible with money and that you think playing dress up with a bunch of virtual polygons is a worthwhile pursuit. Congratulations, sir. Or young man, I don't know. But the DLC for the game Railwork Train Simulator 2012 takes the cake. It's a train simulator that costs you over $1,000 if you want to have all the content for the game. Yeah, $1,000, you heard right. I mean, for that amount of money, you could also buy a bunch of real Märklin trains and play with it in reality. Or you could spend months cruising in real trains all over the world, for example. Just download the original Railroad Tycoon for the Amiga 500 for free. I mean, it's literally the same fucking game, okay? But there were of course a lot of great DLCs either. A few examples would be the Broodwar expansion for StarCraft 1 or the Minerva stand for Bioshock 2. Those were contents where developers put some real effort in, adding new playable characters, units or new storylines to the game. It's like playing a whole new game within a familiar universe. But what we are pretty much used to nowadays is this kind of DLC. 3 or 4 maps, partly being reused maps from older versions of a game, add a few cameos, maybe a new weapon, and let the players pay $10 to $15 for it. I'm looking at you, Call of Duty and Battlefield. In addition to individual content downloads, video game publishers sometimes offer a DLC season pass, which allows users to purchase packs of downloadable content for a video game at a lower price than it would cost to buy each one separately. Season passes may be available before each contained content pack is available. In this case, the players will get access to the content as it is released. Downloadable content can also be included in a game purchase, such as with pre-order bonuses or bundled into re-releases of the full game, such as the so-called Game of the Year or Ultimate Editions. Recently, games that have many DLCs separately come out with such a GOTY edition containing all the DLCs, and it's becoming a trend and I really like it. It can be good for people that haven't got the money to buy all the DLCs, or people with very slow internet connections that can't download DLCs with big sizes. Now for the end, I got some quite interesting fun facts regarding DLCs. Let's see how many you already knew beforehand. The video game with the most DLC is... Do you know the answer? I tell you, Rock Band. If you would buy every single DLC for the game, you would spend no less than $2,000. You heard right, $2,000. What do you think was the most expensive DLC ever? $50? Maybe $100 even? No way! Why don't pay 50,000 British pounds for the Curiosity DLC for a Peter Molyneux game? I wonder how many of those were sold over the years. So, and to conclude, what do you think about this development in recent years? Are you buying DLCs on a permanently basis? And if so, are you okay with that? I'm very interested in your opinion on that matter. Alright guys, I'm out for now, so there's nothing more to say other than good game und auf Wiedersehen.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.